What's up? What's going on, guys? Hey, let me tell you guys, I'm very excited. DK has put the first day of the NBA out. All right, the first, basically, NBA DFS is back. Yes, we still have what, about 12 days or something like that. When is this late start? But, yeah, basically 11 days in wake up. So, 7:30, guys, we got a two-game slate. So, this is a very early look of the NBA first day. We're gonna have Philadelphia at Boston, Lakers at Golden State. So it's a two-game slate. So I'm gonna go let you guys know what I think about some of the salaries and yeah, just break it down a little bit. And I'm not sure at the end if I'm gonna make a lineup, but basically this is the first look. So let's go ahead and get it started. All right, guys. So, Invisible DFS, please subscribe, turn on your bell notification, and drop a like in this video for me. Let's get it started. All right. So let's start with Philly. We got Philly at Boston. Man, I'm excited. It's a $5 slate and 200K to first. No matter what, we all looking to win first place. Regardless, that's always what we are trying to do, get to first place. Yeah, we might not get that, but that's the mindset. So let's get started with Boston. Boston. James Harden, Maxi. Let's go all. So that should be the starting lineup right here. That should be Embiid at the center position, Harris at the power forward position, James Harden. Wait, James Harden, of course, as the shooting guard slash point guard, Tyree Maxey, and PJ Tucker. Those should be the guys. So PJ Tucker most likely gonna play the power forward position, and then Harris, which I believe that's maybe a little bit taller at the small forward position. All right, so I'm loving some of those prices, man. I like PJ Tucker. So let's put those five guys up there. So you got Embiid, Arden, Harris, Maxi. All right. So let's go point guard, Maxi, shooting guard, Arden. So I like those prices. I love Embiid at 9.9K. I love Tucker taking a chance at 2.7K. Harris 5.9K. That is a great price for Harris. Maxi 5K. Definitely got some great price on those players, including James Harden. I think James Harden gonna be even better than he was last year when he was at Philly. So 8.9K for James Harden. Give me some James Harden. All right. And what other players do I like? So Tybull, I don't think they love Tybull, of course, because of his defensive mindset. So at 3.2K, if you wanna take a chance, of course, you never know. But Tybull is a better player, of course, on the FD than he is on the K. As of right now, of course, FD hasn't put anything out yet. But those guys, I think those five guys should be the starter, and I like every single one of them, especially the price point of them. Uh, Out of all of them, James Harden 8.9K, love that. 5.9K Harris. You have Tucker. Yes, he will shoot the corner threes here and there will get a rebound and put back. But that right here, especially on the two-game slate, people are gonna stack. Of course, even if it's not a two-game slate, people are gonna stack. And this game can be a very high-scoring game. So I actually like both of those games. All right, both of them should be competitive. And me personally, I expect Philly to win that game. Then again, you never know. And you have Toke, a defensive mind guy with Joel Embiid there. So Philly defensively should be better this year than last year. Um, as far as the bench player, Milton, I I just realized Milton is playing for Philly now. Oh, I got them confused. I see the name before, but for some reason I was thinking about uh, Melton will come off the bench for Wednesday preseason game against the Cavaliers. Melton enjoyed the start Monday preseason opener against the Nets, recording 5 2 years to steal. He shift as a vote for Wednesday as yeah. So Melton definitely should be coming off the bench. Melton. So all those guys are in, especially Melton. Melton gonna come in as the should be. I think should be as far as the bench should be the top scoring fantasy player on the bench. Not necessarily the best player for the team, but as far as fantasy wise, it should be right. And then Cook Mars. I don't know how when it's come for Milton, man, I thought he was gonna be the guy for a while there over Maxi, but it definitely was Maxi is the guy. Um, Kochmais, so you got Melton, Kochmais, and Tybalt to me is the top, gonna be the top guys. But when looking at Montrezo, definitely the backup center, Melton, shooting guard, point guard is Milton. Cook, my small forward shooting guard, Niang, House is there. So Philly definitely defensively, I mean not defensively, but the second unit is not too bad, man. You have Tybull, you have Paul Reed. You know Paul Reed once he get in there, he gonna do his thing. So points per minute, they have some players here. You have him, you have Montrezo, Melton, all those guys, Cock Miles, he can hit it. So I do like them, but I'm mostly gonna focus on those five guys who are here. And out of those five guys, of course, to me, James Harden, 8.9K to me is the best. Uh, Joel Embiid, 9.9K. So we have to look at the center position. But James Harden, Harris, Maxi Tucker, Embiid. It's hard to say, but if I had to rank them, I would rank them that way. All right, so let's go to Boston right here. The reason I put Embiid number five is because at the center position, there are other players I wanna use rather than use Embiid. If I have to make one lineup, I think I would use somebody else over Embiid. So at Boston, and one of those players is Tatum. The good thing is he is 4.9K guys. So and then we don't have no Williams. All right. So let's look at the starter for that game. Should be Tatum, small forward. So let's go to point guard. Is it smart? Is it Bragdon? That's gonna that's gonna be the question. You know, I like Bragdon at that price, man. So let's put Bragdon, Smart. Let's put Brown, Tatum, and Offord. So let's put those guys. I think that's gonna be the starter right here. Okay, who else could it be? I don't see anybody else. So to me, it's gonna be Bragdon, Smart, Brown, Tatum, and Offord. All right, 4.9K for Bragdon. Man, give me that. All right. So I love Bragdon here at 4.9K against Philly. Let me see. Let me check something quick. Bragdon scored 11.9 assists and 5 rebounds across 24 minutes off the bench. So he came off the bench. Bragdon played a starting role for the Pacers last season. While he's expecting, wow, he's coming off the bench. Man, with Boston, he will likely still be. Wow, that's crazy. He was rookie of the year. Eh? Phew. Yeah, so okay, so he's not come off the bench, but he's one of those guys that's coming off the bench. I expect to play 25 plus minutes. So at 4.9K, I like him. So Smart still gonna be the starter. So if Biden coming off the bench, so who's gonna be the? Let's see. I'm not sure yet. All right, so I guess I should have paid a little bit more attention in preseason, but we'll see. So I'm gonna. But to me, those are the first. To me, those are the players. To me, I think Bragdon can definitely come and start. So we'll see what happens here. But if I have to pick five players right now, those would be my five players. My favorite player without a doubt is Offord at 4.9K. And then Bragdon off the bench or starting back then. I'm never been a big fan of Tatum, so I'm gonna go Brown here, Tatum, and then Smart. All right, Smart at 5.2K. If you're gonna get the start, then definitely could, the guy can get still. Players like that, man, on FDs go with those 3 points per still. All right, so as far as the bench, man, I don't know if there is anybody I really like here. White can do his thing coming off the bench. Um, Maybe they might still go with Grant Williams here. So if Grant Williams is gonna be started at 3.9K, I can see me go with Grant Williams. But Noah Vonleh can do his thing per minute. But those guys right now are the guys I'm mostly looking to play for Boston when on opening nights. All right, as far as my player pool. All right, so that's my player pool right now. So let's go to the Lakers. Lakers. So of course you got James, you got Davis, you got Westbrook. All right, so we got Westbrook, and then who's gonna be the other guy? So I think none. Let's put none here, and then Damian Jones, center. Damian Jones. All right. So that could be the start. Again, coming off the bench, Pat Bev. We don't know what they're gonna do because every preseason they seem like they have somebody else. And for right now, I'm gonna leave Schroeder out because I have to wait and see. So this is the early look. So those right now, those are the main player I'm looking to play. All right. See if I'm gonna put on my player pool, those would be the guys for the Lakers. Uh, I love Westbrook at 7.4K. I really do. I know. I mean, this when you look at he averaged 40.3 fantasy points. That is really good. All right. He averaged 40.2. He still averaged 40.3, even though in our mind, a lot of us, he was bad. So, and I think this year could even be better. Now he get to play more minutes with the guys, preseason, and all those other good stuff. So give me some Westbrook here at 7.4K. Love none if he isn't going to be in the starting lineup, even coming off the bench. I know a lot of people probably see what Reeves did in that one preseason game, but I love none better. James, 9.2K, I love him for the first game. Davis, it's 8.5K first game. Give him some Davis here. All right, I'll take the discount over. But most likely, if I play him, he's gonna be at the power forward position. Do they have Davis at center too? Let's see. Davis power forward center. Okay, so Davis center and Joel Embiid. So when you're looking at, all right, so yeah, all right, so let's go back to Davis real quick. All right, so yeah, those are the guys I'm most interested in. That is a lot of players compared to the other teams. Uh, but of course, the main guys for me here would be those guys who are here. That would be those guys who are here. Westbrook, 10.9, James, Davis, and Pat Bev. I think, especially in that first game, take the chance on Davis because you never know. After that game, even in the first game, he could end up getting hurt, man. This guy is whew, very fragile. Uh, of course, James and Westbrook, none at Triple K. If he starts, will be my favorite. Will possibly be in most of my team. I can say in 50% of my teams. And Pat Bev open 3K coming off the bench or not, I like him. Again, Pat Bev is on FD, even more important. He can get you the steal, even some blocks in there, and of course can hit some 3 points. So those count on ZK. All right. So all right. So let's go ahead and look at Golden State. Steph Curry, it's gonna be hard for me to play him at 9.4K, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be hard for me to play Steph Curry at 9.4K. But let's go ahead. Starters, you got Steph Curry for like right now. Let's put Jordan Poole in there. Let's see the players. So you got Steph Curry point guard. Let's put Poole, Klay Thompson shooting guard, Wiggins. Uh, Green and what Looney or Wiseman. So for right now, let's see what they have. I'm gonna put Wiseman over Looney. Let's see Wiseman score national for 9 1 assist and 1 point during the preseason match against Wizard Japan. All right. So let's put Wiseman for now. Other players that would be interesting in is Poole, DV, Kumenga. All right. So here's one problem. All right. Let's see who's that. Marco play for them. Okay. Here's one problem. There's a chance Joanne Green could be suspended. All right. So let's for right now. Let's say he's not going to be suspended. Those are so Lakers and Golden State. They have a lot of players. So that's mean like I expect the second unit to be decent in both teams for this year. Even in Philly, have a good second unit. Boston, on the other hand, I'm not sure. So who am I interested in? Wise and Fabrics? Man, I don't know, to be honest. Juwan Green, but I don't know if he's going to be suspended. Wiggins, 7K. Nah, that's almost a no for me. But once after I go with Golden State, I'm going to go with positions, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. All right? So carry at 9.4K more expensive than LeBron James, but different position. I actually most gonna find a way to play him. It's only 2 game set, so most likely I will play every single starter on all teams. All right. Uh, Thompson, hopefully, let's see, is he resting or something wrong? Let's see, resting. Okay, so basically resting. All right. So 6.5K I like. Weight gain 7K. Oof. Man, I know he was an All Star last year. I don't think he deserved it, but he did play good in the pool 6.7K. Not sure if I like any of those guys to be honest. But out of all the teams, man, I'm not really feeling Golden State much. I'm not really feeling them because they have so many players that can play 20 plus minutes. So I'm not really feeling them much as of right now. But definitely at home, opening night, I definitely have to put some in there. So Thompson, right now looking at the guy, Joan Green, if he's gonna be there. Uh, DV and Kumenga, all those guys are not in the second unit. I can see me but in my lineup. So let's look at the by position, man. By position, James Harden, Westbrook, Maxi, Bragdon, Pat Bev. So I cannot. So again, James Harden, it's Westbrook, James Harden. Let's go guard here. Bragdon. I cannot put all of them. So and then I don't even have to put them in there. So let's go. Point guard again, guys, would be Harden, Westbrook, Smart 5.2K. I would rather go Maxi over Smart here. Bragdon over both of them. Pat Bev and none. None. Harden also, you can put Harden as in the shooting guard position here. For shooting guard, I like Brown. Harden again, Brown, Clay, Bragdon, Pat Bev, none. I have to see who's gonna be started. If Reeves are gonna be started, even at 2.4K, I actually like Reeves a little bit. He's gonna get minutes here. So, all right. So at the small forward position here, LeBron James over everybody else. Okay, Tatum in play, of course, but James, Brown, Harris. So the small forward position, G. Williams, if he gonna be the starter, you got Reeves as a small forward, so that Tybull, all those guys are in play for sure. Because you're gonna try to win, you don't wanna be tied up with somebody else, so you're probably gonna have to do something different. Power forward position, again, LeBron James, Tatum. So because of the fact that You can play them at the small forward, power forward, forward, and then utility. So all those guys aren't play. But Harris over Green for me. All forwards, power forward center. Uh, Torque 2.7K. Those are the guys I'm mostly looking at to play. Center, Joel Embiid in play 9.9K, even though, power forward for Davis in there. I'm not sure if I mentioned him. So off, uh, you got Embiid here, only center. Wiseman, 5.7K. I don't know how the Lakers, I think Lakers should be better this year on defense. So, but first game that will be enough for me. So most likely I'm gonna try to put players like Davis, Embiid, and Alfred can be very, very, very popular. Even Montrezl as a backup center could see some minutes here. But let's see who else here. Tucker, Jones. If you're gonna be the starter at that price, yeah, give me some Jones here. All right. Um, yeah, that's basically it, man. Let's say if I'm trying to make a lineup here, point guard. I love Arden, but most likely let's go down to Westbrook here. Um, Arden Brown, man, I love Brown here. Arden, you have. Let's see. Let's try to go cheap here. I'm gonna try to put somebody on every team here. So let's go with Thompson here at 6.5K. Small forward, Wiggins Harris. I love Harris here. Let's go ahead and go with LeBron James here. Power forward, let's go with Harris here. And then center, without a doubt, I'm going to go here. All right. Brogdon, forward. Of course, try to put, like, I would put Brogdon over Westbrook, put Westbrook down here. If Brogdon has an early game, I would put him in the point guard. Whoever has the early game, fix it that way. It's better that way. It's always better to put the guys that play late in the guard forward and the utility position. All right. Forward, let's see. You can go play like Tucker. Then you have 7.5K. You have Wiggins, Poole, Green, Wiseman, Maxi. So you have choices here. And if you don't like any of those guys, you can make some changes. You can make some changes here. But like, let's say if I take Thompson out and put Brogdon in there, Brogdon. Let's see, Brown. That's Brown about 8K. So you have less because there's against you definitely like Poole Green better than Thompson. Wiseman, Smart. So there's other way you can construct a lineup there. You don't have to play any of those guys. You don't have to pick any of those guys. You don't have to, remember, regardless of what I do, do make sure you do your research. I'm just excited. The NBA is almost up on us. I'm very excited. I love football, but not like I like basketball. All right. But even if I hit that $1 million on football, basketball will still be the top for me. And so far, I went big in basketball. So, anyway, guys, that's basically it, man. Just a first look for the game for the NBA. The slate gonna start on the 18th. I'm excited. I cannot wait. Basically, let's see next week. Hmm. Today is the 6th. Well, well, a little bit over a week, basically almost a week, but I'm very excited, guys. Subscribe, turn on your bell notification, guys, and of course, drop a like in this video for me, alright? I'm out.